The Korthan Dominion ruled half the galaxy. Born without fear, engineered to feel no weakness, they were apex predators of their time. No species ever made them flinch. No soldier ever made them hesitate. Then they met humanity. And in the grand chamber of diplomatic negotiations, one human stared directly at the Korthan warlord. No words, no threats, just one cold, unblinking look. And the warlord looked away first. The entire galaxy felt the shift, because fear had finally found the Korthans, and it wore a human face. If you enjoy chilling HFY moments where humans shake entire empires, like the video and subscribe for more. The Korthans didn't believe in diplomacy. They attended peace talks the same way apex predators loiter around watering holes, not to negotiate, but to measure who bleeds first. Standing over 7 feet tall, armored with organic plating and born through combat breeding, the Korthans had conquered 83 worlds, absorbed 212 species, and never lost a war. They didn't blink. They didn't sweat. And they didn't respect anyone who didn't make them feel like prey. So when the humans requested a formal meeting after border skirmishes, the Dominion sent warlord Korthan, their most ruthless commander. "This won't take long," Korthan growled to his second-in-command as they walked into the neutral chamber. The humans were new, barely a century into the interstellar stage. A small, odd species from a high-gravity world called Earth. Loud, curious, reckless, but weak. Surely weak. Korthan entered the hall. 12-foot ceilings, vaulted pillars, a dozen races seated around the circular forum. The humans were already there. 2 of them. One was an admiral, gray uniform, calm posture. The other? Silent, standing, arms behind his back, wearing matte black combat fatigues with no insignia, and staring directly at Korthan. Korthan narrowed his eyes. "Who is that?" The admiral responded coolly. "Captain Isaac Hale. He's not here to speak. He's here to observe." Korthan laughed, deep and mocking. "A guard, then? That's the best your species has to offer." The admiral didn't blink. "No, warlord. He's not our best. He's just one of many." Korthan turned to the captain. And that's when it happened. Isaac Hale made eye contact. Direct, unflinching, cold. He didn't move, didn't flinch. His eyes didn't widen in fear or respect. They were still, like ancient stone, like something that had watched stars burn and didn't care. Korthan felt it. A pressure behind his ribs. Not pain. Worse. Instinct. He was being measured. Weighed. Not as a threat, but as something lesser. It was absurd. Korthan was a Korthan. Born from war. Sharpened by conquest. But for the first time in centuries, he looked away. Just for a moment. But the room noticed. Everyone noticed. Silence stretched. Isaac hadn't moved an inch. And suddenly, Korthan felt something he couldn't name. A heat under his armor. A tremor in his lower hands. "What is this trick?" he barked. The admiral leaned forward. "There's no trick. He's just looking at you. I don't fear humans." "We know," the admiral said calmly. "That's what makes this so special." Later, the Korthan aides whispered in hushed tones outside the chamber. "I saw him flinch." No, not a flinch. He looked away. They say the human was one of their ghost units. The kind that hunt alone. That man didn't speak. But I heard his silence. That night, Korthan returned to his warship and pulled up the Earth intelligence file. He scrolled and stopped on a redacted report marked Isaac Hale, Soul Black, Asset 47. What little remained told a story the Korthans had never heard before. Planetary siege. One human. No reinforcements. When they finally entered the capital, they found him sitting in the rubble, rifle in hand, surrounded by 48 dead alien soldiers. None of them shot from the front. Hale didn't run. He waited. He didn't kill from panic. He killed from patience. Korthan felt his second stomach churn. They weren't prepared. Not for humans like this. Not for a species that could stare down a warlord and say everything without speaking. The treaty was signed. Not because Earth begged, but because the Korthan Dominion suddenly realized something horrifying. They weren't the top of the chain anymore. There was something else now. Something quiet. Something human. And it looked you in the eyes like it was already planning where to bury you.